All right, so the recording has just been started. Now, welcome back, everyone. In the last
Hi.
in
I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry.
I may just need to get myself priority speaking.
Oh, Nanny called me bestie. So true, bestie.
All right. So, last session. Bison, Colt, Glenn, Picorike, and Urzin, you were tasked with heading out of Goodmead and slaying the beast that they call the Verbag. Unfortunately, you were unsuccessful in your task, causing both Colt and Glenn to be taken out and presumably captured by the Verbag.
No, they're dead as fuck.
They're probably dead as fuck. Now, between sessions, Urzin and Bison, you spoke to Shander, who had assembled a group of militiamen and women to go and attempt to complete the task that you guys were unable to. He wishes for you guys to come with him.
Should I give my snowball presentation again?
Your snowball presentation?
Yes.
I'm a bit lost.
I had a snowball presentation with Shander. It was, I made a snowball. I held it in my hand. I said, "This is you." I held up my fist. And I said, "This is the Verbegan Ogre." And I smashed the snowball, making it go everywhere. And I said, "This is you if you try to fight the ogre."
Yeah, you made that presentation, but it didn't seem to scare him any. He's chosen to go headstrong, reassuring the militia.
Well, they're gonna kill themselves, so we should go with them, maybe.
Haley, do you think? Sorry, Haley, do you think it would be possible to enable push to talk? There's just a lot of background talking.
Oh, is that? Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good, man. And then also, Aiden, there's a lot of clicking in your background. If you go into your Discord settings under.
Got you. Give me a sec.
Under voice and audio.
I'll just mute myself until
I just turned Chris spawn.
All right, and I can't hear any of her clicking anymore, so it's doing great. That may also work for you, Haley, if you don't want to mute yourself and unmute and all that. You may be able to just turn on crisp in your audio settings. Huh, that's really strange, Naomi. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that either. You may have to, like, join on your school computer or something like that. Actually, it may be blocked there. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Or maybe it's just blocked on the school internet. I have no idea. Anyways. So, where was I? So, Shander is kind of... While he has the 10 militia who are all here, he begins shouting out into the street along all the houses. Anyone looking for 5 gold? Anyone looking for 5 gold and have a sword around here? He's kind of holding up a bag, shaking it. You see a few people kind of come to their doors, look out. For about one person opens their door, grabs a sword, or an axe by the side, kind of puts it under their belt and kind of puts on their jacket and walks out to join the militia group, causing their numbers to rise to 11. Another person.
Space.
You
go with them if there's still space or something?
What?
Yeah, could you move a little bit closer to your microphone?
Did we go with them?
If you want to watch him die,
Kind of the least we can do for something Glenn, isn't it?
I mean they're dead. Not like we have much that we owe them.
I mean, I might just tag along.
If you're gonna tag along, I'll join. But if you get in trouble, don't expect me to save your ass.
That's fair. I'll take that.
Anyways,
Bison would like to go up to the leader guy, that dwarf, and say, "Sir, we've reconsidered and we'd like to come with you."
Well, I'll go ahead and give you. I'll wait to give you your 5 gold after we get back.
Can I have half of it at least?
Well, I don't trust you guys dying with it and us losing it. Everyone gets paid after.
Question: do they know what they're fighting?
Yeah, they all, most people in the town at least, witnessed the
They know they're fighting a Verbeg, but do they know they're fighting an ogre?
They don't seem to bring it up much. Or they haven't actually brought it up once.
Yurzin will just walk over to one dude other than Chandler and go, "So you ready to kick this ogre's ass?"
What? An ogre?
Yeah, no, there's not just a Verbeg, there's an ogre with it.
Shander, is what this man says true? He says, well, we have very minimal information on what is inside.
2 of my colleagues died.
Shander, are you certain about this? Shander turns back to the man and he goes, listen, do you want to not make 5 gold today? He says, well, I'm just a bit worried is all. He kind of hushes up.
Yurzin will just lean over to the dude and go, if you want to leave, I don't blame you.
Well, I do, but I don't. It's not my choice to make. Can't have my family going hungry. And, I mean, it's either me or my son going out. Prefer it to be me.
Bison hear it? Bison hear it?
I'd say that Bison could likely hear it, as you guys are kind of all in a little bit of a group.
Did anyone else hear like this chatter? Is anyone else besides this dude like going, "Oh, what? What the fuck?"
2 of them kind of listen in, but they don't pipe up.
Do I see them listening in?
You can see them. They kind of like look at each other, look at you for a second, but they keep pretty much silent.
Sir, you'll do a greater disservice to your son if you die than you could ever get by giving him money.
It's not giving him money, it's giving them food. I'm sorry, but I understand that would be better off alive, but with the casts gone missing, everyone's missing a payday. And this could keep them fed for another 2 weeks. I'm sorry, what did you say? At least you got a little bit cut out.
I have 2 gold that he could take.
Listen, you're very kind, but I don't want to be taking that from you, and you know that everyone else here is expecting some too. I can't take it, I'm sorry.
Bison just shakes his head.
We really should have looted that Glenn dude. I heard he had like a lot of gold rattling around in there, a lot of coins. Why did we let him die? He was the money.
And would you be
there isn't like confused?
Would you be just coming into town now?
It looks like ching 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 ching.
Just we'll say not yet because I'm still trying to decide exactly what I want from my. I'm almost done.
All right, you don't have to like necessarily pick it all out right now, but as long as you have a good idea of what your main stuff is, you should be fine. Like weapon, armor, stuff like that. Make sure to pick up some cold weather gear too. 10
Oh yeah,
gold,
you'll get advantage if you don't.
10 gold pieces, and it will save you a whole lot of hassle. I don't know if I still have that anywhere in here, but you should be able to search it up under the equipment, and you'll find it. So, Shander again chinks the bag in the air, goes, 5 gold pieces! Anyone else joining us? You see 2 young men hugging an older woman and heading out into the streets. Heavy jackets on, short swords at their side.
As Shander's doing this, Yurzen is gonna walk up and he's gonna act like he's gonna help me and go, yeah, 5 gold pieces to fight a Verbeg and an ogre.
Listen, I understand you're trying to be a help here, but if you're just going to be an asshole, this town doesn't need you, demon blood.
How is he being an asshole by telling the truth?
Because we don't want these men to fear. Otherwise, we'll go into chaos and all die.
They
You're
should
gonna die anyways.
Listen,
You're gonna send these men to these deaths. You might as well be honest with them.
fine. Verbeg and an ogre.
This
That's
isn't
what you were
going to
saying,
help
right?
the line. Yeah.
The men, a few of them kind of frown for a second, or you can kind of tell this underneath their bandanas and goggles that some of them are wearing. But none of them leave. It seems like they don't care what they're fighting as long as they're getting paid.
Yurzen, kind of offended by the demon blood comment, is gonna lean into the dwarf's shoulder, lean into his ear and go, "Did you tell Caitlin goodbye?" And he's gonna walk away.
He didn't say a thing to you. But you kind of have to like really get down there by his ear. He's about a foot or two shorter than you.
Is Picareke, are you gonna come with us?
So
The more the merrier. I love dying with friends.
yeah, so Picareke, you may be going with them. Sand, are you ready to be introduced now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So also walking, you kind of see someone walking into town. Very big fellow. Have you purchased cold weather clothing, I'm assuming?
Would you call him a strapping fantasy
Yes.
lad?
Sand, would you be described as a
a-
strapping fantasy lad?
Strapping fantasy. You aren't really sure.
Yeah, so you, kind of like lumbering into town, a large fellow, essentially completely covered in the cold weather clothing, goggles and a bandana or scarf, you're choosing. Wandering into town. Shander kind of like turns around as he's kind of walking in the opposite direction of the entering road into town. And he kind of looks over to you. Hey, you're a big fellow. Thinking you can take down a giant.
I'm good.
There's 5 gold pieces in it for you.
There's also an ogre.
An ogre.
Yeah.
That sounds problematic.
Yes, problematic for the town. You'll be regarded as a hero here. You looking to be a hero?
The figure kind of looked like they were gonna keep walking by. As soon as he said hero, they kind of like stop and consider it a bit.
Well, listen, we're leaving in 10, so you better make up your mind quick.
I suppose so.
That's what we like to hear. You'll be given the 5 gold on our way back, along with all who make it. Now, you all let you make haste. Arisen, was it? You're still coming?
Might as well dive in a group.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what you like to hear?
Well, if you're so confident you're dying, might as well die in a group.
I'm just gonna nudge yours and say, that'd be a great mayor slogan.
So, the militia group begins to move out. There are a total of 12 militiamen, all making their way out. For the most part in a line, but they sort of form a cluster. A lot of them are talking, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that Verbeg's head home, put it in a pot or something." Others are a bit more silent about it. You can tell that some people are a little bit just overzealous in their abilities, while others, this is a more mournful occasion. They're worried that they could in fact die on this journey, and they know that should they die, their family may go hungry. Now, cutting back to Colton Glen. You two, now awake in the sheep pen. Glen, you have a spiking pain in your chest where the Verbeg spear pierced you in the gut. Colt, your head is still rattling from when the Verbeg, or not the Verbeg, the ogre, smashed it against a wall. You're both wet with mud, sitting in a sheep pen, waiting to die. Would either of you two like to do anything?
There's like nothing in the sheep pen, right? Just sheep.
Yeah, they're sheep and mud. Maybe a few stones in the mud, but you don't have anything that you brought in here with you. It seems to have all been taken.
Can I hear anything outside? Like, do I hear the ogre snoring again and whatnot?
You don't hear the ogre snoring, but you hear deep like mouth breathing, like as well as the fire cracking. Beside, you can also hear the fire cracking just outside of the sheep pen. You can see the light kind of ever a little bit piercing through the holes in the fence.
I peek through those holes in the fence?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult and you can't see much. But on the other side, you see the almost leathery back of the ogre that clobbered your skull in, sitting back to the fence, sitting by the fire. And then you kind of hear ogre kind of grabs a log from the side and tosses it onto the fire, causing a loud cracking of wood against wood, kind of knocking.
I guess there's really nothing we can do then. Unless, Glenn, do you have an idea?
You kind of like look over to where you
Oh.
heard Glenn moving.
So, do I see anything of note at all?
In this sheep
Other than
pen, not much. You did see the Chewinga currently grabbing onto one of the black sheep and blending into it, as the Chewinga is completely kind of black, almost ethereal looking spirit with the white mask, and the white mask is kind of just shoved into the sheep's wool in order to hide it.
Hmm. So, do I still have my holy symbol on me?
Your
Or
holy
would that
symbol
have been
didn't
taken
seem to
off
be.
Person?
Your holy symbol didn't seem to be taken off of you, as they didn't really see a point in doing so. They didn't seem to find much value in it.
So, I guess I'll go up to the gate.
Okay. You may go up to get to the gate.
Are there any kind of loose points on the gate?
I'm going to
Anything I could
ask you to roll an
pry it
investigation
off?
check.
No matter how large. Okay. That's a 12.
So you kind of run your hand over it. You have to get your eyes really close, as your dark vision kind of makes it difficult to see the little things. But you kind of look really close, and you can see a few cracks where the wood is kind of dried out, and it may be a little bit more brittle there, but nothing, nothing too.
I try to pry a piece of the wood off. Just like stick or something.
I'll ask you to roll a flat strength
We're
check.
gonna have to commit arson the manual way. Okay.
Colt, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of raise my hand and kind of shake my head, and then I'm gonna lean over to Glenn and whisper, "Hey, maybe we should do as little to attract attention to the fact that we're still in here as possible. Like, just keep quiet, and maybe they'll
already
ignore us.
know.
You
Yeah, but
kind
maybe
of
they'll ignore us."
you're able
Oh,
to
go
get
ahead.
you're able to get just a little bit off of it as you pry your fingernails in between one of the cracks, and you're able to tear off a little bit of wood. But with that
Okay.
comes a little bit of a snap. You hear the ogre go silent for a second. Then you hear, "You silly man!"
We missed that. You cut out. Sorry.
God damn it. This is really upsetting. This is really upsetting. I tried to make like a dramatic moment. No, you can't hear me.
The voice was really good, though, if that's any consolation.
Well, you hear,
Did good. We just didn't know what was saying.
"Wow, okay, this is really interesting. My microphone just will not pick up any of me hitting my hand against my desk. That is really really upsetting." Anyways,
It's an ouchies.
Did you turn on crisp? That's probably why.
let's see. I know I'm worried without Crisp though. You guys will hear like my computer fans and stuff like that.
Yeah, just turn it off for this and turn it back on.
All right.
I'm so based.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, we can.
All right. So you hear, "You silly!"
I'm not gonna respond.
I know
What
you
he just
know.
said.
Are you still in there?
It's loud for my ears.
Human meat tastes so much better than mutton.
Yeah, we really can't hear what you're saying. I'm sorry,
You'll
but
be so much better than mutton.
Don't understand what you're
Oh,
saying.
okay,
You
thank
might
you.
want to tone it down a bit.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm having said human meat tastes so much better than mutton.
Cool. Thank you.
Bummer.
That I'm not human.
Wait, did you say that to the ogre?
I say it to Colt.
I am going to clap my hand over. Are you a. What are you? Are you a gnome?
Half elf.
He's a half
Okay,
elf.
same thing. Basically the same thing. I'm going to clap my hand over his mouth, and I'm going to whisper in his ear, if you say one more thing, I'm going to dig my fingers into that festering wound and personally make sure your last moments are torture.
Oh,
No
God.
offense.
I'm gonna go ahead and place my hand on my body and cast Cure Wounds.
Using your last spell slot, you cast Cure Wounds. And your festering wound, as you kind of rub your hand over the festering wound, there's a spike of pain. But swiftly, that pain is dispatched. And your wound goes away. You may go ahead and do dot cast Cure Wounds, and it should automatically roll it. Also, for both of you guys, I know that you rolled earlier, but you actually you rolled to regain your hit points from a short rest. But actually, I want you guys to go ahead and type .sr, and that will actually recover your hit points automatically for you, and it will likely re-roll it, or you will get to select how many hit dice you'd like to expend. But could be a good idea.
That, I regret to inform you, didn't work.
Bummer. Well, I will let you guys. I'm gonna let you guys figure out how to do that short rest real quick. I know that we figured it out before. Maybe just. Yeah, maybe like dot rs instead for rest short, because I think it's like dot rest, either long or short. And the SR is just a short abbreviation, or the RS. I don't know. Anyways, back to the militia group. The 12 militiamen, as well as Urzin, Thand, Picorike, and Bison, all make their way down the pre-treaded trail by you guys. Your footsteps, what you're following. You're all good, Glenn.
Are we walking past the dead bodies?
You gotta do .game SR. Just
You it may be like .game heal in order to automatically heal stuff. I don't know. You guys, I wish I knew how to use Avery, but we're still working on it. So,
Hear me?
Crud, I just realized you're gonna have to walk me through this. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, we know how to use it for the most part, so we'll figure it out together. We've kind of been figuring it out. We did a lot of it with it last session during combat. We know how to do all that stuff for the most part, I think. But you're also going to want to you're gonna have to connect your character with D&D Beyond. We'll figure it out. Anywho,
I'll figure it out when we're done eating. I need
As
food.
question.
What is your question?
Are we walking dead
Are we
bodies?
walking past the dead bodies? Yeah.
I was actually about to describe that.
Yay.
The militiamen, led by Shander, follow your foot tracks to the now frozen and grotesque human bodies. You see the grisly sight all over again. The smell now frozen in the air, but the sight still causes you to grimace. Causes multiple of the militia to also grimace. You see one of them kind of go back and turn away, and kind of a lot of them try just not to look.
So wait, sorry, did anybody turn back? I just had to go for a second.
No one turned back. Most just hung their head, kept marching on. They keep treading, and Bison, when you reach the point where you found the chewinga, you see the fox your fox kind of try to get out of your grasp again.
What are you doing, Fox? I put him down.
You put him down, and he runs over to where the chewinga was dancing on the bit of snow and sticks its nose into the snow, kind of sniffing. Then it kind of slowly turns back to you and walks to you.
Bye.
So, you guys are continuing the march till eventually you can see the stone walls of the hill where the cave opens. You see the familiar half-buried mammoth skull marking the entrance. Shander turns to you, Erzin. So, you want to give us any more information before we go and get ourselves killed?
It would be my pleasure. Yurzin will walk in front of him. He goes, okay, and he's gonna kind of do the thing where he talks with his arms more. He just kind of gestures forward, and he goes, behind the mammoth is a path that splits into two separate ones. The one going to the right will go into this weird little room with like a bunch of discarded remains and like a hole. The next room will go into the right one will go into a small little alcove they have. I didn't get a great look, but from what I do know, it got stuff in it. The rest, I believe my friend saw.
Bison's gonna speak up and say, the left corridor has a circular room that has some barrels in it and some crates, but none of them has anything in them. No, none of it is your mead.
Did you guys ever get any eyes on the casks?
Yeah, we looked through them. None of them had any meat or anything that was yours. Up above that path, that's where the ogre came from. Up above that circular room. To the left, there's a corridor. There's another corridor, and that leads to another room. You turn left there, there's an exit there that's hidden. If you go straight up and turn right, I don't know what's there. But in the main corridor, in the main circular room, straight down is another exit as well. So there are two exits.
Now, what route would you recommend us going in?
think if we went through, I'm gonna indicate like right here. Hold on.
Beacon.
Oh no, I can't make anything. Yeah, right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
think
guys
that should
seeing?
be
Are
the
you guys seeing the fog of war glitch at all, or is that just me?
Everything's black.
Yeah, everything's black.
That's good.
Everything's black. I'm reloading things.
Oh wait, everything is black. You don't see any.
Well,
Well,
no,
no, I
I
see a
see.
Okay, okay. You see the stuff that you were supposed to see. Got it. If everyone would like to go ahead and make their way into the Roll20, Thand, since you're a little bit new here, you can find the Roll20 under the README section, where there will be a link to it. I did already. I thought I saw a Haley in there, so you may already be in there. I'm a little bit unsure. Kind of roboted for that short second you were unmuted, but
Oh no, you were roboting the whole time for me. That's why I said beep boop.
oh, I'm not roboting
It must
for
be on
anyone
my
else.
end then.
It's
No, you're not
definitely
robotic
under
for
it.
me.
That's
Okay.
good. That's good. Got worried
on
there
your
for a
end.
second. All right, so going to, for those of you who were here before, you don't have a photographic memory of the area, but you do get the general you will get a general gist of where things may be. I don't know if I'm able to draw through this. Can you guys see this? The line I'm drawing
I don't
over the
see any
black?
drawings.
Okay. That's a bummer. Well, sorry about that. You guys may just have to go into
It's
it blind
okay.
again. Unfortunately, I was unable to... Actually, I may be able to find some okay... Yeah, we can just do these guys. These guys will pose for the militia.
So how many were there?
A lot. 15, I think.
There were 13 total.
One's the bitchy leader guy.
There we go. For the sake of simplicity, I'm saying that there are 12 total. Now, I don't believe I got your name. And he looks to you, Bison.
Bison Fa.
Ah, Bison Fa. Yes. You mentioned that there was, another way out, is that correct?
There are 2 ways out besides the main entrance, yes.
2 ways, you say?
I do say.
Ah. Wait, did you... I'm sorry, did you give him your name? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at paying attention as a DM.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I said my name.
Well, now, Bison, do you think we should split up these forces? Have them cover 2 ways?
Oh, man.
Cut off a possible escape route?
I think it'd be best if we don't come through that way and we came through. Which to select it.
Gotcha. I understand.
I can't select it.
You can't with the,
The little mouse thing, right?
Yeah, you just kind of hold click.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes, finally.
I see, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
like
you're,
if we went through here and here.
so you kind of make your way over to those positions alongside. Let me quickly find someone to portray Shander.
I'm
This
definitely
way.
going with Bison.
Yeah, we are
This
just.
way, both forces are close to each other,
All
but
right.
instead they help each other if necessary, but they're still on two separate paths.
You make your way over with Bison, and you see Bison pointing out the two ways. You think it would be a good idea splitting up our men equally? Or
I
1 second. I am back. Hello?
oh,
So
welcome back.
So
Yep. So what do you guys say? How would you like to split up the troops?
Equally sounds about as good as any other way, sir.
All right, and would you all like to stick together?
Most
Or
definitely.
understood? And just for the sake of simplicity, the goblin fellow is going to be Sand.
Okay.
Now, we have a total group of 4 who are attempting to break in, 2 who are trying to break out. We have a total of 12 militiamen as well as Shander, all here. Now, the militiamen break off with a group of them ready to go in one way, another group ready to go in the other. Picorike
Right.
and Zand, you are also all along this entrance. I will say that most definitely, as you are in this location, you will be able to see down the first hallways. And I'm going to quickly reveal those to you. Can you see them okay?
Yeah, I see them.
Good.
I want to go this way.
You'd like to go which way?
I'd like to go over here because that's where the flamingo was gesturing last time.
All right. Bison, you
I-
choose to go in this direction.
I will follow Bison, but I would like to stealth.
Shander says, "No, if you all are going to go that way, I will go the opposite. Best to split up our forces."
I'll just give him a thumbs up.
Picorike and Thand. What are your
Max, should I
guys'
make a
thoughts?
stealth check?
Would you like to scout up ahead?
I'm
Because the group is kind of trying to stealth, but in such a large group.
I can, yeah. Yeah, I'll just stealth a little bit up ahead, not too far.
Just kind of into that main room.
20, yeah. 20.
Got a 20. You are extremely sneaky.
Sneaky boy. Sneaky.
Let me just reveal this to you. You are able to see quite a lot as you make your way into the room.
Bison would like to pull out his lantern. Knowing it's dark in here.
Then we'll
Understood.
turn around and just kind of see if he can like try to make a hand motion that can convey there's no one in here.
I'd like to
Just-
move up here with him, but I'd like to light my lantern.
You light your lantern, illuminating the room for you. Urzin, you didn't really require it, but it is useful. Do you want to usher the group in too?
Of course.
As you
I'll
make your way,
have them all stay behind him, and I'll make my way up over there.
so you're currently kind of ushering the group in. It's a bit of a tight hallway. To the right and left, in that last section of the room, or in the hallway, sorry, you see what seems to be skeletons of a humanoid variety. You may have to take a little bit longer to inspect them to determine exactly what they are, but they don't seem to be giant bones. You see them skeletons standing up, leaned against the wall in these little cubbies. A few of the militia kind of look to their right and left, trying to stay as far away from the walls as they can, almost worried that the skeletons will jump out and grab them. Now, Picorike, which group would you like to go with? So, the dwarf Shander is taking the group to the right. The group to the left, Urzin and Bison, are taking another group of militia.
Yep.
Thand, I'm also going to ask you. You're gonna go with Urzin and Bison. Understood.
Lizard boy.
Yeah, so the lizard is. Would you like to make your way up to the front, or would you like to stick behind? Okay. You stick behind. Thand, what about you?
I would like to follow the bison man.
Okay. So there's a very large group going in one direction, smaller group going in the other.
Oh, let's compensate by sending some more of these men over here.
So you want to send like 2 more of the militiamen over this way?
Mm-hmm.
Send these 2 guys over here.
Okay. 2 militia make their way over to Shander's group, and Shander begins making his way deeper in. But as the entire party is not in that, or as no one from the party is in that group, fortunately you will not see what they see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, someone move over there. What do you just see?
Max, I would like to, continuing my stealth, I would like to make my way downtown.
Bison would also like to go that way because Chowinga said go this way.
All right. Going to have you
If
guys.
you are following him, Yurson's gonna ask you to cut out the lamp.
Why?
Give us away.
Maybe I should move. Did Chewinga gesture me this way, right? Or was it this way?
He gestured you the way that you were going in. He was gesturing you out.
Oh, okay. I'll go this way then. No, I shouldn't split up.
I'm just scouting ahead for now.
Okay, then I'll go this way.
All right. Urzin, you make your way this way. Bison, you make your way the other way. I'm going to ask you both to roll
Yoink.
stealth for me.
Okay, I'll roll again. Shit.
But
16.
16.
16. Bison, you got a 17. Okay.
I wasn't exactly trying to sneak, though.
Well, then, in that case, you wouldn't have to roll stealth.
Interesting. I'm gonna follow the stream whenever I get the chance.
Urzen, in front of you, you see what seems to be some kind of tomb. The large stone tablet covering it in a language written in a language that you do not understand.
I'm just gonna look to like. I'm just gonna lean in and just kind of look to my left and right and see if there's any sign of life around, like the Verbag or the ogre.
Moving a little bit in. What'd you get on your stealth check exactly?
I got 16.
I see. Okay. You don't see any form of life, but you can hear a faint to your left. Left if you were going into this room.
Yes, I know. Oh no. Don't do that. Don't know.
No, go that way. Whee!
That snoring, it didn't sound much like the giants that you heard earlier. This one sounding more like a beast.
Yours is going to walk up to this tomb.
You walk up to the tomb.
Still stealthing. It is
Okay.
gonna
Is the
look
snoring in the
over.
tomb?
Snoring is not coming from the tomb, but rather to you also to the
Over
left
here.
of you hear a faint trickle, and the snoring almost seems to be
Coming from the trickle.
overpowering the trickle.
Anyways, I'm just gonna look over this tomb.
Okay, give me just a second on that. So you kind of had to make your way up some steps to get into this room, and it's a pretty I'm sorry. It's a rectangular stone box about 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. You see pictographs on the walls of the chamber, and it may take you a little bit of time to read them, but from the gist of it, you see a tale of a tribe's journey through the mighty mountains and across a perilous tundra.
I see that on the walls, or do I see that on the tomb?
You see that all on the walls of the room.
Is there anything on the tomb besides the writing? I mean,
No, it seems to be. You do see one figure in the pictographs that seems to be holding something raising above their head, and you see depictions of likely beasts of some kind fleeing upon this figure raising the staff. You see on this tomb, not tome, you see the symbol of that leader-like figure in the very center, larger than all of the script around it.
I'll make my way just so I'm not like visible. I'll make my way like over here, so like someone who just can't just like look in and go, "Oh, there's a dude in there."
Understood.
Just like right there. And seeing this, I'm going to just go. Yersin's just gonna whisper him to himself. Well, time to go grave digging. He's gonna see if he can open the coffin.
While you're doing that, we're gonna move over to Bison.
Yeah.
Bison, do you want to continue traveling? Actually, sorry, before we go to Bison, let's check up on Picorike and Thand.
Okay.
You guys see, there's kind of a bit of a group of militia who are sort of leading the way. Then, Picorike, what are you guys doing? I would like to remind you guys that you are both muted. I don't know if...
Finally got the thing linked. I believe I'm kind of staying with the group.
Okay, so you're
Is
staying
what
with the
I'm
group.
doing. Hmm.
As you guys are kind of staying with this safe group of militia, you see one of them swiftly run up behind you. Say, listen, Shender hears snoring. He thinks it's the beast, just around that first corner. He wants you guys to group up on that location. We can push in together. Just relay the message to the others, and he quickly runs back.
Yeah, okay.
So he just swiftly says that and runs back. What do you guys do?
I think if the group follows me, I'm gonna head upwards
Okay. So
into the next room.
So you're gonna head upwards to where Urzin is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of quickly run up to where Urzin is. Do you want to relay the message?
Yeah. I'll relay the message. Wait, do I even know your Urzin's there?
You have seen him walk off in that location, in that direction.
Okay.
Kind of heard the soft pattering of feet. Because
Right.
you were in the back of the group, but you didn't see him. What do you say?
Are you there, Green Man?
That is the nicest term someone's called me, and yes, I am. I'm currently grave
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Yourzen. Not
Oh,
important
you're-
right now. Yes.
They said the beast is I point off to the right. We're supposed to group in that direction.
I will be there in a second. I am currently grave robbing.
Okay, I like finger guns don't exist, so I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
You can invent the finger gun along with the normal gun.
Oh, I haven't invented the normal gun yet, so right now
Alright.
finger guns aren't a thing.
Be the change you want to see, Haley, and make finger guns.
Take finger guns. It's okay.
I'll do finger guns. Let's do it.
Which way?
So you see,
Yours and seeing no, just give 2 thumbs up. Very confused.
you see, it's sort of like 2 thumbs up, except the large man is kind of pointing at you. It's really strange.
Again, 2 thumbs up. Just going.
Yeah. It'll catch on eventually.
Hey man.
All right. Well.
Hold on.
Yep.
Maybe the whole finger gun thing is used by spellcasters somewhere. Like
Perhaps.
somatic components.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't know that. Because I am not a spellcaster.
Can I see the orc or the green guy? Just
Yeah, you
that
see
big
him.
guy. Do I see him run up?
You kind of heard the pattering across the stone floor and you kind of look behind you, and you saw the green guy.
Hmm. Do I hear anything?
Well, he's not green. It's
Not green. It's actually completely covered.
Do I hear anything?
Yes. From this direction, you hear a trickling stream as well as a
Yes, sir. Okay.
beastly snore.
If I hear snoring, I don't want to go towards it. I want to go up here.
Picarike, are you relaying the message to Bison?
Could someone tell me, please?
someone informed the turtle man.
All right.
Okay, so which way is the snoring he's saying?
He's saying that he seems to hear snoring from what he assumes to be the Verbag to the right.
Over this way?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess we're ganging up, so I'll go over here.
Yeah. You make your way over here. Then, are you making your way back to the group of militia? Or what would you like to do?
I'm waiting for them. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so but are you gonna group up, or are you're waiting for Urzan? As
Wait,
they're
let me
currently
see.
gravely robbing.
I had to leave my screen for a moment. I was making food.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off to the rest of the militia.
You head off to rejoin the militia. Now, you may easily peek your head around a corner, and we can kind of drop the whole fog of war thing for the most part.
Yay. Matt Black of War.
As you see the ogre lying against the fence of the sheep pen. Glenn and Colt are nowhere to be seen. You can only assume the worst.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
So, as you kind of are able to form up,
Oh no.
you hear a... Were you able to hear that?
No.
Okay. Well, you're able to hear a whistling from the right, where you can only assume Shander and his men are grouped up on. This could be a signal, but you weren't told anything. What do you do?
I mean, they told us to go that way anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll push forward.
Push forward. Everyone roll initiative. First
Yay.
things, but I have to put up the initiative check.
I'm going to assume that excludes me and Glenn.
Going to say it will include you and Glenn.
Okay,
No.
if it's gonna include them, and definitely includes me.
Question. Would I be able to see the ogre through the fence?
Fuck yeah.
Yes, you would. Or you'd be able to see not necessarily the ogre, but you were able to see a shadow being cast.
Colin,
Well,
Twinsy.
I think
How do I do
that
initiative
means
again?
I can actually do something this
Dot
combat.
init join. Look at us, Colt. We're back of the pack.
Not like I can do very much anyway.
Same. I'm not exactly even in the room. Oh, I was like, tribal warrior. Excuse?
You gotta do .init join, not .join.
Yeah,
that,
I did.
by the way.
I'm sorry, Haley.
Jeez, Haley.
I did the same thing. Don't bully Haley.
I just like the Haley.
Don't bully her. I'll cry.
It's okay. Look at that boy. Oh,
How
that
much
handsome boy.
would you say Bernie Sanders is, Naomi?
That's a
Like,
lot of dexterity.
max level or less level?
What?
One.
All right.
Who
So
goes first? Oh, let's buy something fun.
Or the ogre. We both got the same initiative.
That's true, yeah.
And we have the same modifier.
Well, to be fair, he's asleep.
No.
There are 2 ogres!
Trolled.
Flora, what?
Troll,
What?
troll.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
How far there's ghosts? Let's here with 2 fucking.
Well, bright side of
ogres.
things,
We're
gonna
gonna
get
die
more
together.
experience because a lot of those guards are gonna die.
Nah,
Why is
if there's 2 ogres,
Pickle
a
health
troll and a
is
verban,
0?
if there's 2 ogres, a troll, and a verban, I'm running, man. I'm capping.
Question.
All right.
Oh,
So
never mind.
Pickle Rique's health is 0.
to start out, Bison Fa, where would you like to move?
Oh boy. So I can't even attack the ogre guy, can I? Well, I said I wanted to move up here.
Yep. Would you like to? I'll say that you're able to do that before initiative is rolled, but
He's asleep, right?
he has woken up very quickly. Not exactly asleep anymore.
Rolled. Okay. I wanna move here.
You would like to move. I'm sorry, I just accidentally opened a new tab instead of going back to Korhan. All right. You are able to, with the cart kind of counting as
jump over the wagon.
With the wagon kind of counting as difficult terrain, it adds up to be exactly 30. You're able to move right up beside of the ogre. What do you want to do?
No. Hold up.
Hold up.
No, I'm gonna move. If I can't jump over the wagon, I'm just gonna do this. It's the same amount.
I know. Okay.
You
Whatever.
stupid little slut. I'll kill you. I'm sorry, that was harsh.
Grid motion in D&D is a little bit weird.
I could go over the wagon and expend 30 feet, or I could just move in a triangle and do 10.
Okay.
I'm just saying it was stupid.
I know.
Stupid.
You're able to move your way right up to the ogre.
Short sword, baby.
Short sword, baby. All right. You may roll your attack against the ogre. And I believe the ogre is OG in the initiative, so...
yeah, I got 7.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it misses.
Yeah. So, your first swing at the ogre misses. You want to go again with your second?
I mean, what else is there to do?
Could go into a rage.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do
I'm
that.
gonna ask whoever's drawing the circle to stop because it's seriously bugging out the recording. I don't know why, but it's just a bug with roll 20. Every time anyone moves anything, it just like freaks out. So we're gonna try and keep it to the minimal.
Bison looks like really frustrated that his attack doesn't hit.
So
especially
it's
like this guy can't run and enters a rage.
All right, yeah. So you just like attempt to strike at the ogre. The ogre blocks it with its arm, and it just goes, "My friend."
But I can't wait to be turtle soup.
With that, we move to the
End of
next
my turn, yeah.
initiative. To the ogre, who Bison,
Did I
you've
hit
run
him?
right on the ogre.
Sure have.
It has its great club on its side, and it kind of still sitting on the ground goes, "Move, main turtle." Gonna try to smash you with its great club. Dot MA ogre great club T is Bison is spelled differently in the D&D Beyond. Hold on, it's taking a second to send. My internet has died. Oh boy. Let's try to fix this.
Barely hits me.
All
And
right.
I'm dead. Holy
Hey.
shit. I hate this
No.
game.
You have resistance to
8.
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're in a
yeah!
rage. You take half damage.
Yeah, baby.
That's still
Forgot
9
about
damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
It'll take
shit ton of
shock.
Yeah. Thanks, Max.
Doing great, bud.
sorry, I
How does it?
got cut
Oh,
out.
right, proficiency.
And so we're going to quickly Haley, don't have the don't put the or wait, no, never mind. Wait, did it work?
What?
Oh, never mind. You got Than connected. I didn't scroll down. I'm a fool. And
Yeah.
I'm messing with the wrong thing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't take reactions.
Are you knocked out?
No. I got
Oh,
a 9 system shock check.
okay.
A
So
10.
you cannot take reactions. It's not the worst that you could have gotten.
Yeah, Max, with system shock, this is a suicide mission.
Hold on. Don't you have to make a Constitution check? And
Yeah, you
then
do have to make
roll
a con.
on
You make a
system
con
shock?
save. It's DC 15.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, so
DC
roll
what?
DC 15, and that is an open DC. Everyone knows it. So,
Constitution?
Base.
Well,
and you also have proficiency in that. So that is like that's a 24, natural 20. Bison, the great club of the ogre goes swinging over his shoulder. It's a true strike. You quickly raise up your two claws, and the great club smashes, almost knocking you to the ground, but you're able to stand strong, push back up. You stand, but you're slightly shaken by just the pure amount of damage that you just took. And that's going to be it for the ogre's turn. Next turn, is the cavalry.
The cannon fodder.
Let me make sure that
It's a matter of perspective, okay?
Right. So this group is just about able to back you up, Bison. One of them moves up. And from here, this one is able to move up. Essentially, they're all able to move up. So the entire militia floods the room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're not in there.
Two of the militiamen swing, both hitting, dealing 4 damage each to the ogre. Oh wait. Yes, that is correct. You see the slash wound of the ogre from the previous scrap you got into just earlier today, still unhealed. And now 2 more wounds are added to its leathery hide. Ogre goes, "Me friend, and you dead." Move on to the next initiative. Picorike, you are not unconscious. That is false.
Why does it say that I am?
Because technically, last session you were dead, but now you're not. So.
Wait, what happened? Why was I dead?
I'm pretty sure you were gone for a little bit, and we didn't know what to do on your turn. So, you ran out with Colt, but Colt got grabbed, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But both your spell slots have been expended,
Yeah, I know.
and you're a little bit far back. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I do have Ray of Frost, which is a cantrip. I could try and run close and cast that at 60 feet.
You may do that.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Hold on, the map's kind of small. I'm trying to shrink it out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run as far as I can to the.
You make your
to
way
it.
all the way up to the beginning of the group.
Okay, that's fine. I think it should still be within 60 feet. I think so.
Yeah, definitely within 60 feet, but there is a large group between you two.
Oh, okay. Well, it only affects the target, I think.
Yes, but he will technically have half cover because you are casting it through a group, or because there is at least one person in the way. I believe. It's depending on what the spell is. Is it a saving throw or is it an attack roll?
It's an attack.
Okay, then you may go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
You're going to have to roll to hit first. That is the d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I forgot to roll to hit.
You're all good. I'm gonna do dot roll. There you go. A 17.
really out of sorry.
Weaving between the militiamen, your spell strikes true, straight in the ogre's stomach.
Pog.
The ogre's now kind of like, what is this? What's going on? As he does so, he stumbles, falls back against the sheep pen, particularly right against the door, causing the latch to break and causing it to swing open. Let me quickly reveal this. Stumbles back.
How do you like my character art, guys?
Cowboy in the potato face.
Potato face until I can draw something
So
better.
he stumbles back into the sheep pen. All of the sheep go wild, jumping, trying to get as far away from him as possible while also kind of attempting to escape. 2 sheep jump atop the ogre's belly and then out of the cave. Through the exit
Well then.
to the right. Now, if that is the end of Picklerike's turn, is it?
Yeah.
In that case, we move on to Shander in the back.
Thing.
Makes his way up to the back of the group and goes, "Yes, men, push him back! Slash at him with your swords! Take the Burbag down!"
Not a Burbag.
Do I hear this?
Yeah. From the other side of the fence, yeah, you hear it.
Can Bison shout back, "Sir, that's not a Burbag."
You kind of shout, but he's seems to be a bit carried away right now. Doesn't exactly react to your claim. Now, his turn, he's a bit too far back to do anything, unfortunately. And so the turn order moves to now OG2. What is this supposed to be?
Assume that's the other thing.
I'm afraid that I was not supposed to add that.
Mhm.
We're going to go with the first one. Band. What would you like to do? Still in the back of the group, you hear the commotion going on in front. Band?
Oh, me.
Yes.
Me. Sand is me. I am Sand.
Yep. What would you like to do?
So I see those guys attacking it, right?
Yes, you do. You see the large group that just pushed them back into the sheep pen.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go attack it with my axe. I
Alright.
guess. I'm gonna 10 feet away from it because I've got reach.
Alright, unfortunately, you can move just up to the group. Not much
All right,
further.
I'll move to the group.
Okay.
And
You're able to
I
push
will
through this
attack
group.
I'll attack with my sling.
Oh, okay. So you can kind of whirl your sling, and even though it's a bit of a tight space, giving it half cover, you're able to try and swing a rock in that direction.
Yeah, how do I do that?
So it is your choice. You may either
No, I mean like how do I how
well
do I do it on Avray?
you can type dot attack sling. But for
Right.
this, I've been keeping track of this ogre's HP since we did it for multiple combats. I'm working on it. Sorry. I am keeping track of this ogre's HP on a sticky note. So I will just subtract it from the sticky note, depending on if you hit and how much damage you roll.
16 to hit and 7 damage.
1 second.
It's pretty good.
Go rock, go.
So
Bro, that rocks the MVP.
easily, you swing your rock, threading the needle between the heads of Bison and one of the militiamen, smacking the ogre right in the head, causing it to be a little bit stunned for a second. Blinks its eyes, and it is able to. It is trying to bring itself up to stand again, and with your rock to the head, it kind of stumbles back down. How much damage did you say you did?
7.
7 damage with a sling. Jesus.
And is David.
That's a lot of damage for a rock.
Yeah, that is a shitload of damage for a rock.
Good rock.
But you see, it like almost takes a chunk of skin out of the ogre's skull, or off of the ogre's skull.
That's
Now,
really cute.
if that is the end of your turn, we'll move on to the next initiative.
Yep, that's it.
Glenn, you just saw this ogre topple through the fence into the room. You are in close proximity with it, and it seems to be blocking the only exit.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on it. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it prone because it's on the floor, or is it just like sitting there?
He's within 5 feet of it, so it shouldn't matter.
What?
Sorry, wait, I'm dumb. It shouldn't make a difference. But for the most part,
prone doesn't do anything for saves.
I was just wondering if he was.
Gotcha. It's a natural 20 on a save.
Wow.
As he gets
Passes.
hit in the head with a rock, he like quickly swings his head back up in anger. You were aiming your bolt or your sacred flame right at its head, and unfortunately it misses as it moves out of the way. Would you like to do anything else? Possibly run to the opposite corner of this creature. Or, I believe you would be able to attempt to tumble past it. But it could provoke an
Can
opportunity
I do
attack.
so, actually?
Yes, you would have to, if you pull up, let's see real quick. Under our homebrew rules, you may attempt to, I'm afraid that this is actually an action, though. A creature can try to tumble through a hostile creature's space, ducking and weaving past the opponent as an action or bonus action. Sorry. The tumbler makes a dexterity acrobatics check contested by the hostile creature's dexterity acrobatics check. If the tumbler wins the contest, it can move through the hostile space, through the hostile creature's space once this turn. Would you like to do that on your bonus action?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
So, please roll me an acrobatics check.
7.
A 10. As you try to jump through a small crack that you see, the pure mass of the ogre covers it. You bounce off of the ogre's fatty skin, falling back to the ground.
Flesh.
It barely notices it. What do you want to do?
So I guess that's my turn.
You still have your movement. If you would like to run to the opposite corner.
Sure, I guess. But that probably wouldn't do much. At least since this thing's probably about to die.
I mean, you are out of its reach now. That is the end of your turn? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving
It's my
on,
action, essentially.
Urizen.
Hola, ¿cómo está? You know what I be doing? I'm opening that tomb.
Okay, do you have a crowbar, anything to pry it open with?
Give me a sec.
In the future,
Nope.
I would like you guys to think about these things between turns.
I got my quarterstaff.
So you're able
My
to use your
crook.
quarterstaff as a makeshift crowbar. Please roll an athletics check
Okay.
with advantage since you are using a tool.
Okay. $14. Oh, fuck. And 3.
So, you attempt to pry open the tomb with your quarterstaff. But as you're pressing down, you have a lot of might behind your push, but your quarterstaff begins bending rather than pushing up the stone. You're able to get it about 2 inches open until your quarterstaff snaps back to place and it falls. In that short time, however, you were able to see what seemed to have been a skeleton in the tomb. Tomb.
Tomba.
Inside of the tomb,
The tomba.
you were able to see a regal-looking skeleton. In one hand, holding what seemed to be a golden scepter. In the other, a red gem. And then crash. The stone falls back into place, making a loud noise. From the other room, you hear...
Which room? This room? This one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, hi. I'm going to now take my fucking,
That was-
movement in... Wait, where?
That was your action to do that main thing. But where
Yeah,
would
I
you
know.
like to move?
I'm taking... I heard it from the where this.
Yes, you
right?
heard it from this direction.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna you see, I'm gonna just yoink, and then I'm gonna just yoink.
Right, you were able to move all the way over here in your turn. As you do so, you see
One more.
Down-
One more.
you see down the hallway a polar bear. Not very happy to be disturbed, now crossing the creek that was previously trickling down the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
In this room, you are able to see
Oh, I'm dumb.
3 casks. Sorry, 2 casks. Presumably the ones that had gone missing, as these ones have the Meadery's burn mark on them, their logo. But looking down the hallway, that polar bear didn't look very happy being disturbed, and is now making its way towards you. Moving on to the next initiative.
I regret nothing.
It's a cute bear sprite.
Colt,
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, so
You shouldn't have 0 hit points. I do not know why it says so.
for some reason I don't think it's like linked with my. I mean, I know it's linked with my G sheet, but it doesn't mess with it for some reason.
Yeah, it just it keeps it. It has like a database on its own, and it won't like edit your G sheet or anything.
Well, I have 6 hit points, so.
All right, just as long as you keep that in mind, you should be fine.
So, I can jump on the ogre, right?
You can, yes, you can jump on the ogre. You can jump on a larger creature, and we have some a bit complex rules for that, but not too complex.
And were I to jump on, could I like jump off on the same turn, or is that like an action?
If one creature wants to jump onto another creature, it can do so by grappling. A small or medium creature has little chance of making a successful grapple against a huge or gargantuan creature. Blah 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 blah. By successfully grappling this ogre, I will say that you would be able to jump on it and jump off.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'm going to move up to him and then attempt to grapple.
Okay. You must roll an athletics check. And this ogre will also roll an athletics check. This ogre got a 9. You are able to jump up onto the ogre. The ogre tries to scratch at you to get you off. Unsuccessfully. And you may make your way past the ogre.
All right. I can probably get to like here, right? Hold on.
I'm sorry, I can't see right now. Yes, easily you were able to get there. Hold on.
Here.
Wait, my bad. I have way too many tabs open right now. I'm sorry. Trying to find.
Oh, that's fine.
Did I accidentally? Oh no, here it is. All right. Yeah, you're easily able to move it over there. However, the ogre doesn't want to let you go so easily. Using its reaction, it is going to make an attack of opportunity in order to attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
You need to make an acrobatics or athletics check against its athletics check.
I think they're the same. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
It set the DC. You technically broke the DC.
Cool.
The ogre wraps its greasy, disgusting fingers around you, but quickly you were able to pry them off and escape. Or sorry,
Okay.
just kind of snake right through them, and you were able to escape.
Do I see my stuff anywhere?
No, you don't. However, you do see that the crate that you were kind of smashed against seems to have been tampered with.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's my turn, so.
All right. Bison, what would you like to do? You are muted.
I'm so sorry. I would like to roll to attack it again, if at all possible.
Yes, you may. It has stumbled backwards, but you may. Would you like to move closer to it?
That would put me within 5 feet of it, I'd assume, right?
Yep, it sure would.
Where did that?
You move right up to it. Now, what would you like to do?
I'm going to roll to attack with my short sword.
All right, make your strike.
I'm an 11. That misses.
An 11 breaks armor class.
What?
You deal 9 damage.
Is that adding?
It is not
Adding
adding.
my rage damage, so that should be 11
You get
damage.
+2 because of your rage.
Max.
Yep, gotcha.
You should probably make sure knows you're raging.
I remembered. It kept Bison alive last round. Would you like to make another strike with your second one?
Of course.
All right. With a bonus action, you rear your other arm. This one does not catch the ogre off guard and grabs. He attempts to kind of grab your arm in order to like almost try and break it. But unfortunately, he instead, with the clumsy nature of his giant hands, just pushes it out of the way. Is that the end of your turn?
I know I'm gonna be his target to attack next turn. I guess it's better just to risk the opportunity attack. I mean, it'll be the same result either way, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he is your target next round, or actually,
well, I said I'm gonna be his target to attack.
Well, he has actually already used his reaction this turn to attempt to grapple
Okay.
Colt.
In that case, I'm gonna move back here near Colt. Or little farther. Yeah, let's move over here.
All right, you move over that way, beside of Colt.
Hi, Colt. You're back.
You see Colt looking like a bat out of hell.
Colt, we thought you were dead.
It's not my turn, so I really can't talk.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If people are talking to you, go ahead, talk back.
Okay. Well, I thought I was dead as well. I don't know how my chances are faring so far, but I think we best keep our head in the fight.
Bison collapses on the back. Next person.
The ogre rears its disgusting, almost beast-like head at one of the militiamen. One that made the mistake of getting too close. The ogre attempts swinging with all of its might towards one of the militiamen. The militiaman sees the great club coming straight towards his skull. He ducks as fast as he can. The ogre then smashes his great club against the wall, shattering it, sending splinters throughout the entire room. The ogre no longer has a weapon. The ogre growls in anger.
Rush.
No
Oh
matter.
boy, he mad now.
All of yours are going in the fire. The ogre is then going to
I think
attempt.
the dice gods are with us tonight.
The ogre is then going to attempt to grapple that same man he just attempted to attack. attempting to grapple the man. The ogre slips in the mud, stumbles. Hold on. The ogre stumbles again, right into the fire. The ogre goes, "No, not me in the fire." This does push both of you out of the way. The ogre falls into the fire, very center of the room. How much damage does this deal? Oh, wow. Any creature enters one fire for the first time, or on a turn, or okay, wow, yeah. The ogre takes. Let's see. 5, 1, 4. Takes 10 fire damage. Falling into the fire. The fire roars for a second. You see the hair on the back of the greasy ogre become engulfed, letting out a horrendous and nauseous stench. The ogre does not seem to be faring so good. You can smell the stench of the ogre's skin begin to get cooked. Now, it's the next turn of initiative. Moves on to the militia, who proceed to very swiftly surround the ogre in the fire. As the ogre stands back up in the flame, it is met only by the 7 swords of all of the militiamen surrounding the ogre, stabbing into it, others with axes slashing against it. With the ogre's last words, it shouts, "Master! Master!" It collapses in the fire.
I think it's still alive, guys.
Poor guy died to a concussion.
Wait, what about
Though-
Max? What about the black bear?
The polar bear, actually.
Oh,
Polar
yeah, the
bear.
polar bear.
Polar bear.
So, Urzin, how would you be reacting to this polar bear?
Go bear.
Neat.
I'm sorry?
Oh, neat. And running.
Are you yelling, shouting, anything like that?
Did he hear the ogre getting killed? Like, did he hear?
Oh yeah, no, everyone in this cave definitely heard it. If the Verbig was here, it would have heard it.
Well, I'd be running around the corner, going,
What?
You're roboting.
Yeah, you just got like really quiet.
give me a second.
You're roboting, dude. And
It's a little bit of an issue with crisp. Sometimes if you make loud noises, it will ignore them.
Yeah, I wasn't roboting. He just like went quiet when he was trying to shout.
Yeah.
Well, here, I turned it off for a second. He's gonna go, hey guys, good job. You're doing great. Sorry I wasn't here to help. I was a little bit busy. By the way, there's a polar bear chasing me.
Shendra goes,
What?
"What? A polar bear? You didn't say anything about that."
I didn't know there was a polar bear until it started chasing me.
We took out an ogre. We can take a polar bear.
Can I light my torch?
Yes, you may.
On the pyre.
Also, the casks of ale are behind me.
Mead!
I would like to leave the thingy.
Do I see
So
Colt?
you definitely see Colt, and you see Glenn emerge from the sheep pen, covered in mud and manure. You see Colt is too, covered in mud and manure, the both of them.
Wow, you chuckle fucks are alive. Good job.
Yes.
Could you help me survive?
In the meanwhile, I'm gonna see
I
if
would if I had my spear.
Colt, what were you saying?
I'm just going to see if I can get my stuff back if it's in the crate. If it's not, I will just look in the crate and see what's in there.
From the ogre stumbling, you kind of got pushed against this crate, but as the ogre dies, you're able to peel back the crate's lid, and inside you see both yours and Glenn's belongings, alongside the unfortunate dwarf, who you can only assume got eaten.
Regrettable. Alright, I'm gonna collect all my stuff, put on my armor. Although, yeah, I have leather armor, so I'll just put on my armor and toss Glenn his stuff. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
all.
it's going to take about a minute to don your armor.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
you kinda-
have taken our armor?
Yeah,
Would they have
they
taken our armor off our person?
So your armor is actually damaged, as all of the fittings, all of the straps that would strap it to you have been cut, rather than delicately peeled off. You're gonna have to unfortunately get that repaired.
It's a good thing I have mending.
Well, yep, mending would actually be able to fix that quite easily. So, with that, you guys kind of take a breather for a second. You don't hear the polar bear bounding towards you. The hallway seems to be
Yoink.
quiet.
Yours is just gonna
Is
make its
the-
way closer to everybody.
The beak.
Don't know, don't care. By the way, while I was running away from that polar bear, found two things. One, a cool little rock, and two, the cask of ale.
And how many casks are there?
Two.
What
Chandra
are
kind
we
of
gonna
pipes up.
do with all these sheep?
What does Chandra say?
Chandra kind of pipes up and goes, "What of the third?"
You probably drank it.
Shame. Good ale put
We
to waste by
our
these
lives.
disgusting beasts.
We risked our lives for
Well-
3 casks of ale.
Well, those 3 casks of ale are liquid gold. Each one of them going for 50 gold pieces.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and grab a cask. And I'm going to, assuming, the bear doesn't try to attack me, I'm going to bring it back out to the group.
So,
Uh,
you're still a bit shaken by that knock to the head. You kind of stumble for a second, but you're able to regain your footing. Your vision goes fuzzy, but you're able to take a deep breath, kind of put your hand against the cave wall, cold and rough, but you kind of regain your footing. So you make your way into the room with the casks. You go to pick up the one that is in front, but as you lift it up, you realize just that this one is only a 10th of the way full now.
Ah. I'm gonna try and get the other one.
The other one, however, still seems to be completely full.
All right, I'm gonna kind of roll that one back out to the group.
Yeah, you're not able to pick it up, but you're able to kind of push it to its side. You roll it back to the group. Says, all right,
There's just
someone go help him get the other.
Well, I'm afraid that won't.
I'll go grab the other.
It won't be an issue. There's like nothing left in it anyway.
No.
Shame that.
I think it's best that.
This of a cask of ale.
yours is gonna turn to Bison
Well.
Colt, and he's gonna try to like bring them closer to him, and he's gonna go, "I found a thing."
I'm just going to turn around and say, we'd best get going before the Verbeeg comes back, so we can get your ale and get y'all home safely.
I mean, on the bright side, we did save 2 people. Huh?
Hold on. Didn't we do all this so that way we could kill the Verbeeg and keep your ale safe once and for all?
Of course. But
Ambush.
But he's not here yet, so we're gonna have to wait for him, right?
well, I suppose. But we
Let's
just
make
took
a trap.
down this.
Could plan an ambush.
We did just take down this beast. Hopefully, maybe if we destroy this place enough, the Verbeeg will decide to settle somewhere else.
That seems highly unlikely. Considering...
Can I
We
just
could always starve it.
What were you saying, Than?
can I
One
hold
second,
up like
one
a
second,
flask
one
of
second.
oil?
Oil?
Never mind.
Oil?
My mom
I
came
hold
into my
up a
room
flask
making
of oil, and I hold up a torch in the other hand,
All right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and I shrug.
Whoa.
So the expressionless face that is completely covered just kind of holds up the two.
Just kind of like inquisitively, like head tilted a bit.
Who are you? I'm going to ask Thand, but I obviously don't know who Thand is.
I'm Thant. You said you wanted to destroy this place, and I've got this oil, and I've got this torch.
You're the one that called me green friend. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Speaking of that, I need someone to help me.
What with?
I got you.
I'm gonna put the oil
Could
away
try.
and not blow this place
I
up.
look at what's his face and Bison and say, not Bison. I'm Bison. You're Lynn. I can help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you kind of look to Urzan as he's asking for help, and what do you say, Urzan?
I have a thing, and I need help getting it.
You need help getting a thing.
Yes.
I can.
What?
Colt,
What
Bison,
is
can you help me?
it
With what?
strength-based or
We're
mental?
getting some cool rocks.
I'm going to stay here and help these people get out of the cave and get their mead. Y'all can do that on your own.
Okay. Well,
I could attempt to help you.
I
have
mean,
at
it's
least
very heavy.
Some muscle mass.
All right.
I mean,
Pikarike,
I
you're
can
helping
take
with the mead.
workload will be significantly.
So who's coming with me?
I can.
Okay. Sand,
Please.
Bison, Glenn?
So Thand, Bison, and Glenn, you guys, are you all going to help with the mysterious favor that Urzan is asking?
Duh.
All right.
Yeah.
You four all make your way into this room.
Okay. Urzan's gonna go. He's gonna point from the other direction and go, the polar bear came from that direction? I don't know where it is now. But anyways, cool stuff in here. I called dibs on the staff.
All right.
So we're
What
lifting
kind
it.
of cool stuff?
Yes.
Exactly.
There's a dead person who looks very fancy, a staff, and a cool rock.
Oh, okay.
Now may I ask what all of the languages you guys speak? speak, R?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, and Goblin.
Common, Druidic, Infernal, and Primordial.
Okay.
Aquan, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish.
Okay. Glenn?
Common, Elvish, Celestial, and Goblin.
Okay.
I thought we would be fighting more goblins.
Now, looking, you see the script upon the kind of the stone tablet atop this coffin or tomb. None of you seem to be able to read this. But you are able to see the pictographs all across the walls depicting this the symbol on the coffin as depicting them as some kind of leader. Now,
yours will point to the
Take out
pictures.
his notes and write down the language.
Can I roll history?
Ooh, smart.
See if I know anything about the events being depicted.
First off, Bison, what did you say?
I said I'd like to take out I have a scroll. I'd like to take out my scroll and write down what I'm seeing.
All right. So you can do you have any chalk by any chance?
No, I have a quill, ink stuff.
All right. So then you're able to kind of take the time and transcribe it. And Glenn, what were you asking?
I was gonna see if I could roll history to see if I knew about the events being depicted by these pictographs.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a history check.
The 23. Me trying to attack something, me seeing the photo.
So you are unfortunately there's no way that you would know anything about this. But you do know that this entire mural of knowledge on these walls depicts a pilgrimage of some very, very ancient peoples to the lands of Korhan, far past the Northern Divide. Or sorry, the Frozen
Give me a
Divide.
moment. Give me a moment. I gotta get my dog. Come on, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to. I have to go for a bit. Okay. Well, no, I'm leaving the call.
Okay, that's fine.
Goodbye.
So.
See you later.
You see all of these pictographs depicting a pilgrimage of an ancient civilization. You can't tell. I will say that with such a high roll, you are able to tell that this is abyssal. But other than that, you can't. Looking upon all of these pictures, you can see that this person was some kind of priest or priestess leading their people far north with the power of whatever they're holding in their hands. They were able to become great leaders. But that is unfortunately all you're able to decipher. Unless you have any more questions.
I'm going to relay all this information to Bison.
Bison will write that down.
Especially the part about this script is written in abyssal.
Yours is just gonna kind of look at them and go, "Are we gonna grave rob or no?"
Yeah. Just hold on. Let me finish.
Seeing as
Yeah, no,
it's
take your time.
written
Take your
in
time.
abyssal,
Polar bear that might eat us.
abyssal is usually associated with demons. I would recommend against opening this.
Yours just points to his own face and goes, "I think I'll be fine."
Almost got slaughtered by the Verbeeg. If a demon shows up because we open this, we would most certainly.
I opened it slightly. There's no demon came out.
Meat paste.
Again, I opened it slightly. Nothing happened. I got a good look inside. There was a cool staff and a pretty rock.
Okay. As Biden like finishes writing it down, he's like mumbling to himself so he remembers it. He's gonna stand up and say, "We're opening it, yeah?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone, roll a strength check.
Well, I'm gonna check
Do I
my
roll with
strength
advantage again? Because I will use my quarterstaff again.
I'll allow you to roll with advantage if anyone else would like to use anything else.
Uh,
They may.
Can I use my claws?
Sure. Oh, I will say that allows you to have
The
advantage.
butt of my
22.
spear work.
Yes, I would say.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Gun roll with advantage.
That's a 9. Oh, we roll with advantage?
Yeah,
If
you're
using
rolling
a
with
tool,
advantage
yeah.
because you're using a tool. I got a nat 20 though. Super happy.
I think I'm
Okay.
about
11.
below.
Wow.
Bison,
Alright.
That's unfortunate.
as you lift it up, trying to use your claws, and these are your metal claws, correct? Not your actual claws.
Yeah.
They kind of bend underneath the weight. But as you guys are all pushing up, you are able to completely flip the stone tablet as it collapses on the ground, causing a very loud noise to echo throughout the entire area.
Look at the corpse. Look at the corpse.
Inside,
Not
you see
touching
the skeleton
any of that.
with one hand raised about to be flush with their head, and another one kind of by their chest. The one by their head is holding a golden scepter, about parallel with their body, while the right hand is holding a large crystalline orb about where their stomach is.
I call
The
dibs on
skeleton,
the gold one.
On the orb.
the skeleton is unmoving, quite spooky,
Don't worry, Cole.
to say the very least.
Not
Who
on
wants to
the
call dibs
orb?
on anything? These are historical artifacts.
Yes, I know what that means.
Eisen looks at him like you look at a particularly stupid child.
I love this. I love that. Because that's exactly what he is.
So who's grabbing what?
I'll grab the scepter.
You grab the scepter.
Like to roll Arcana on the orb to see if I sense anything magical at all about it.
I'd like
Okay.
to roll Arcana on the scepter before he just like yanks it away.
Well, I was
Urzman
gonna,
has already yanked it away
study
in his hands, but I
Oh,
will.
can I just roll it while looking at it in his hands?
Yep,
Yeah,
you
no,
may.
yours is not gonna like hoard it. He can. Yeah, Bison. If Bison asks, he will be like, oh yeah, just
Glenn,
back, please.
you have heard
I
of
can't
such.
roll anything today. I haven't gotten above an 11 all day. Fuck this game.
Glenn, you have heard of such. You have heard of such orbs that are able to. While some orbs are able to focus magical energy, others are able to store it. You can't tell which one this is.
So what you're saying is that it's magical.
Yes, presumably.
Okay. I'm going to take one
Zaire,
of my
with you,
blankets.
this seems to
That's
be
alright.
some
Zaire?
kind of.
Take it.
Who the hell's Zaire?
Not Zaire, Bison. Damn it. Both are knowledgeable. Both are knowledgeable old people. This isn't okay.
Who's Zaire?
Who's Zaire?
What are you talking
Good.
about?
Who is Sire?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Max?
Alicia, you're being real mean right now.
I don't know who you're
I'm
talking.
being mean. I think you need help.
You're losing it, man.
All right.
Maybe
Colt, what
maybe
were you
this
saying?
isn't that important, y'all.
Yeah, so Colt and actually Shander too make their way up to you guys and go. Shander kind of goes, "Listen, you may not want to mess with the relics around here.
I already touched it.
I mean,
Can tell that the orb is of magical sort. I just cannot tell whether it stores or empowers magic, so to speak.
and Bison, you looking at the scepter seems to be of some ritualistic variety.
Can
But
I,
using your background feature,
yeah, I was gonna say I want to use my background feature to be able to learn more about the to figure out where I can go to learn more about these artifacts.
you know that these are artifacts.
Oh, it's gonna be British Shander.
You know, so one thing goes to your head immediately. Anything ancient can be learned about in the great library of Candlekeep. However, accessing such a place is very difficult. You've been told this on your journeys, but you have never heard the full extent of the story. But you recognize this variety of kind of the style of the runes on the walls. You recognize these to be from southern Korhan. You can't tell exactly where from southern Korhan, but maybe if you asked around there, you'd be able to learn more.
Interesting.
So,
Do I just add mysterious golden scepter to
I'm going
my
to take
inventory?
the
yes, you may.
magic orb.
Okay.
Okay.
How
I'm
much does
taking
it
the
weigh?
magic orb. I'm wrapping in a blanket. Because I don't want to touch that directly.
Bison just watches them take it sadly.
Okay. You watch them both take it. That is not. Now.
Seeing Bison kind of sad, he goes, "Don't worry, bud. I'll take good care of it."
Don't call me Bud.
Sorry.
You're probably 300 years younger than me.
I'm definitely 300. I don't know how old I am, but I'm definitely not that old.
Yeah, whippersnappers.
I'm laughing out of game, not in game. And yeah, I'll look over to Colt and I'll go, "Are we done? Or are we ambushing the Verbeg?"
Well, in my humble opinion, I would say that we should take our victories when we have them, and we should go back to rest as soon as we can.
I would love that.
Sounds splendid.
God forbid. Sorry. Divine forbid. The Verbeg comes back and we're still here. Not expecting. Now,
I do agree with Lee.
he kind of looks to he kind of looks to the side and he sees a little Shander sees a little basket in the room with the casks, the empty ones. As he's kind of going over to inspect them, they're behind the casks. He kind of pulls it up. He says, "Looks like we got a little bit of more coin here. Well, as some other shit." Kind of takes out one thing. It's a gem.
What?
It's like, not worth much, but I can give it to the brothers. Should be about worth their payment. Kind of looks through some other things. It's like just kind of tossing them on the ground. If anyone
Perhaps
needs
we
it,
should take that basket. us and look through it when we get back to town.
Do I see anything shiny?
Like the way you think. Are you trying to look inside of yourself?
Huh?
Are you trying to look inside the
Well, I thought he was just throwing stuff on the ground.
Yeah, he tosses a healer's kit on the ground as well as a hunting trap.
Bison
Oh.
snatches up that healing kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a healer's kit. So
The hunting trap,
Huh.
he would just kind of lift and go, what in the... Wow, this is heavy. He'll just throw it on the ground.
All right, I left my hunter's trap in that carriage.
Yep.
Well, that's convenient.
Yep.
So are we good to go back then? Like, get everything, collect everything, distribute it amongst each other, and then return home? Well, not home.
Yes, let's do so. If I stay in this cave any longer, I fear that I will be impaled yet again by that giant. And I don't know if I could get back up from that a second time.
The fact that he got back up
I am
before is amazing.
Return.
welcome back.
Oh, very.
Now,
I think I may need to rest a few days. I feel sick.
you guys, Shander kind of assembles the men in the main hall. Others were kind of searching throughout. One of them claims they heard the growling of the polar bear, or the snoring rather, back in a corner of the cave, and they dared not go any closer.
So hold on. So these people have
Perhaps we
taken an ogre, but they're scared of the polar
Ow.
bear.
Later.
Well, it was one alone, and he wasn't interested in having it chase him back to the group, and the group didn't really care much.
We're dealing with A-grade pussies, boys.
Perhaps we
Are you
should
saying this to any of
come
them?
back later for the polar bear.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying this in character.
All right. Well,
What happened when I was gone?
They
Found a magic orb.
as well as a scepter.
I found a cool stick.
Urzen found a cool stick.
Cool stick. Magic rock. And Right.
Risen is not
Funny stuff in
smart,
a
okay,
basket.
man? He's really dumb.
Now,
Bison is probably the smartest out of all of us. And that's funny because Bison is a barbarian.
I have an intelligence of 8. I know what I'm doing. And Max, yes, I had to say it.
Wait, what's Bison's intelligence?
I don't know, like 14.
What?
Oh.
14 probably.
all right.
Oh yeah, you are smarter than me.
Nah, it's like 12. Never mind.
And now,
Okay, mine's 13.
if you would like, you may head back to town and collect your reward. 5 gold pieces, but
Indeed.
the real
Yeah, I'm gonna
reward
mute
is the
myself.
heroism of
Also,
And then
living
past the Mead.
Also, my
living
stick.
is indeed a reward.
Very happy with my stick.
Now, none of you since the since the ogre crashed through the wooden door, none of you have seen the Chewinga.
Sad.
Seems to have disappeared. Or
It's
is
really
hiding
sad,
somewhere.
Colin. Don't be sarcastic.
But it is
That's the
time to
thing.
leave nonetheless.
Think it may have saved our lives.
So are we in town now?
Well, you are currently traveling back to town. Who here? What
Perhaps
is
we should
everyone's
give-
passive perception? Bison.
12, I believe.
Um,
Let me
I'm
check.
just gonna go down the list if that's alright.
Mine might
14.
be
Bison.
14.
13.
13.
Glenn. 13. Band.
Passive perception.
Passive
13.
perception.
11.
11. Urzin.
14, baby.
So Bison and Urzin, as you are walking back, you kind of look up to the trees for a second. You could have sworn that you saw Chewinga duck behind a branch.
Woo!
Yours is just go, kick you little fuck.
Everyone kind of looks to you, looks in the tree.
And
The
he's
fuck you
pointing,
talking
by
about,
the way.
lad? You're talking to
He's
me.
a
Chewinga?
little fuck in the tree.
Or
No, in the
anything?
tree. He's pointing at the tree.
Pointing at the tree. No one sees a thing.
Colt buries his head in his hands.
That's gonna
post on
happen.
my
I kind of turn to the tree. Thank you, nature spirit, I guess. Thanks for leading us here, if you're there. I can't see you.
I am also going to think it, though I have no idea what yours is on.
Sand thanks the tree.
Yours
I am
is a cheeky
thanking
little
the
fuck.
Than
tree.
just kind of
Tree,
waddles
yes.
up to the tree, wraps his arms around it. Is Than a guy?
I don't know. Probably not.
All
He
right,
doesn't
well,
have a gender.
we don't know.
Based.
Than
Based.
waddles up to the tree, wraps their arms around it, thanks the tree. On the walk back, Shander kind of
That was
makes
rather
his way
strange
down
of
the
you.
line, giving 5 gold to each participating, tossing 2 brothers, the ones who both hugged an older woman as they were leaving. He tosses them a gem, tells them to split it. Find someone to sell it to. And they're kind of like, what the hell, dude? Like, come on. And he's like, running low on gold, sorry. So he keeps walking by, depositing 5 gold pieces in every single person's hand, excluding Glenn and Colt, unfortunately.
Understandable.
I have money.
Says,
Yurzin not understanding. I don't think Yurzin would have ever seen gold before. So he's just gonna walk up to Bison and go, "What are these shiny things?"
Money.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Money can be used to buy goods and services.
I don't know what you just said.
Okay, hold on. This is demonstrably fake because in the first session,
No, he's never seen gold, and he was just joking around when you said
Urzin
services.
sold those pelts for money.
Yeah, he's only sold them for silver. He's never seen gold.
Dead.
I think we ought to finish up.
yes. And that's what I intend on doing here in just a second.
Also, it's just-
You guys make your way back into town.
Sorry.
A few of the militiamen kind of are chatting with you on the way back, and they say, "Hey, why don't we buy you around at the mead hall?" He invites
love that.
They invite Bison, Colt, Glenn, Thand, Urzin, Picklerike.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I am afraid I do not drink, but I will be glad to share in your company.
That's nice. Kind of make their way in. They seem to be a bit tired.
Anything let the round be on me.
That's really nice of you. As you make your way in, you see the barkeeper kind of holding her forehead on the bar. She seems to be a bit troubled, but
You okay?
as you guys kind of walk in, she looks up and says, "Now, what can I get all of you?" we're low on ale, but we're low on honey wine, but we can get you some imported ale if you'd like.
Well, like around for all of these fine people. Well, minus myself.
All right, I'll get that for you just right away. It's gonna be 5 silver for all of you.
How many people are there?
There's about 10 people in here.
Oh, it's 5.
Actually, sorry, no,
really,
it'd be more like 3 silver. It's cheap.
for everyone.
Yeah, it's cheap, shitty ale.
No math.
So 3 times 10 equals 30, so 3 gold, I guess. I placed down.
Oh wait,
3
hold on.
gold
No.
the counter.
That's it's 3 silver for everyone.
Oh,
It's like 3 copper
I
each.
placed
They're
3
cheap.
Yeah, my
silver.
man.
Yeah, cheap shit.
My apologies.
No. So you place
Yes,
down the
Placed
3 silver.
3 silver.
She kind of goes up to the group of Urzin, Glenn, Colt, Bison, and now Thand. Thand, you're kind of sitting with them. Thand, do you take down your bandana at all or scarf to take a drink or no?
Yes, but I kind of like hide my head, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of take it down just to take a sip, then quickly pull your bandana back up.
Perception check.
Would we see? Yeah, perception.
I must know.
I am a human like you.
Oh, like to.
Yes,
I don't
hello,
say
human.
that. I don't
am
say
a
that.
human.
So, the lady walks up to you. She says,
Do we make perception?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
She says, now, I don't mean to worry you guys anymore after you've already just came back. But it's looking like Shander is going to he's on track to win the position of speaker in the town. And
Well,
I am very certain that you folks are quite popular with these people now, as you have provided a pretty big service to us.
we do owe you thanks for lodging.
All I simply wanted to ask
Would
of
be
you.
adequate payment, would it not?
Oh, of course, but listen, I actually came to ask you a favor. I'm not on track to win. While the Mead Hall is very popular in town, it's not the kind of place that someone would expect a speaker to come out of. But if any of you are interested, I can offer you my full backing to be elected speaker of the town.
Hmm.
I have a
Why
feeling.
can't we just back you to be the speaker and use our influence for you?
Well, I would greatly
That's quite
appreciate that, but
thing.
We're not going to be here long. I don't think any of us are really planning to be here long term.
I understand.
I'm not, at least.
We have to go save the kid.
Shander's very popular with the loggers, and the loggers always go out of town to drink. Just to stick it to me, I guess, but they're a vast majority, and a lot of them are in the militia. They'll never side with me, but they may side with someone who worked with the militia before. If not, I understand.
Well, I think I can recommend a person. A friend of mine. I believe he's currently Mr. DM man. Where did we first leave off from? It was
Bremen.
Man in Bremen by the name of Cecil.
I see.
He works under me, and I believe that he would probably do well in this position of leadership.
I see. Well,
And I'm dying to see his face after almost dying.
well, the we're actually sending a shipment over to Bremen. If you'd like, I could send a letter with them. If you have one written.
Hold on. Why would they back someone who comes completely out of town? We've only
Simple.
been here 3
He's
days.
one of the hero's allies.
Consorts. He
backing.
hasn't even worked with us. I
All
doubt
right.
they'd back someone they could barely know
Well,
like that.
I will.
If one of you were to run, you can appoint someone else to take your place at any time.
Okay,
It's a
then
bit
one of us should
frowned
run,
upon, but
and we can
What?
appoint you to win.
Why don't we just publicly endorse you?
That's what we already suggested, and she said no to that.
the loggers making up
That one of us
nearly a third of the
takes.
town
Hmm.
heavily
Who wants to
endorse
run?
Shander, and they would never vote for me.
Why
How?
don't we run, and then we just put you in our place?
I mean,
What?
if you're willing to do that, I would be greatly appreciated. Shander can't be trusted, especially with the influences that he may bring to Goodmead.
I can do it. Avoid any more conflict.
Aren't
Right.
you seeping pus out of your chest?
Okay, you need to get that checked out.
I healed myself.
Yeah, he is no longer seeping pus from his
Oh.
chest. There is still a bit of pus on his clothing, but
I can't get that off.
Well, whatever. Sure, do whatever you want. I don't get involved in. I don't do politics anyway.
I don't know politics.
But
I don't
Bison, if I
understand.
could borrow your quill, ink, and a piece of paper, I could write for my retainers to come here, and we could sort of set this up as a set of operations, so to speak.
Bison
This
just
where
holds
people
his
wouldn't
parchment
want our
up
heads.
his close. But this is really expensive.
If you need
you know,
so, I will buy you more whenever you ask.
if you'd like, I got some spare parchment in the back. If you want me to use that, it's not the good kind, but
Would be much appreciated.
all right. Well,
Thank you.
I'll be right back with that. She whisks away back, now with a bit more of a pep in her step, to the back room. You hear the buzzing of bees coming from the back room. She walks in real quick, snatches some paper, and comes back. Now, here's your paper. I will, if you just give that letter to me, I'll make sure that it gets to Bremen safely.
All right then.
And would anyone else like to do anything else, or should we go ahead and call the session quits?
All the session quits.
Actually, hold on.
I
There was
think
a
it's good
perception.
to
There were
call.
perception checks
Oh.
made. I forgot to tell the result of that.
If
You see,
I'm assuming we fail.
well, as Thand goes to take a sip of the very poor ale, you see a great beard underneath the bandana. It's quickly pulled back. Seems to be some orange hair there.
It's
Maybe
not
brown.
orange, it's more like a brown.
Yeah, it's like an orangish brown hair there, and
Oh, so it's a
quickly
beard.
pulled back.
Got it. Got it.
And
Oh, somehow.
that's where we're gonna call the session quits for tonight, guys.
Hello there, fellow
Alrighty.
humans.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do I have to actually write out a letter?
You don't have
Or-
to. Just give me the details. Like, are you signing your
Oh.
name, stuff like that.
Of course I'd sign my name.
All right.
I'd let him know, hey, We are in the Mead Hall. We're in the town of Goodmead. I would much appreciate it if you you don't remember the orc's name and Alexander were to come and stay here. They're actually offering a position of leadership, and I was wondering if you would to run for it.
Okay.
Pretty much give the basic rundown of the situation in Mead Hall.
All right. You may do that. And Colt, you may go ahead and leave.
It's Colin's bedtime.
Understood. He said, and I quote, "Shut up."
Wonderful.
Yeah, but you can't- okay, a bedtime you enforce on yourself is still a bedtime.
It's still bedtime.
Still bedtime.
And
Hey
what-
man,
They
it
should have
just
like
means
us
you're more
morning.
responsible than
It just
us.
means you have healthy sleep habits, bro.
Imagine having healthy sleep habits.
Bro, it's storming. Should I unplug my computer?
Thanks for not slaughtering us today, Max.
Thank you for not
this
killing
time.
us.
Still
Thank you for not killing me
Not
on my
this
first
still
stream.
thinks that
time.
dice allowed.
Thank you for giving me a shiny stick. I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm so happy with the shiny stick.
Surprised if this comes back to bite us.
The shiny
feeling.
stick? Oh, I won't be surprised either, but I'm happy that I have a shiny stick.
There were a lot of allies here, so there's very little XP to go around, but you still get something. A bit more than last session.
Wait. If the guards get XP, does that mean they can have player levels?
Nope.
It's just screw you.
Aw.
They're just
That's you. You're
they're
starting
just
us,
they're
bro.
they're just a little bit of an XP sink. Because I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be to put XP in the terms of, like, training. You wouldn't have been trained as much if you let some other people take hits and get hit for you. Or sorry,
I mean, you just like give us the XP. Should give us the XP.
Please, pretty
Give
please.
us the XP.
well, I'm
Give us the
counting
XP.
each of them as
Don't give us the full XP.
I'm counting
I'm just
each of
gonna
them as
fuck
half of a
you.
person. So
Wow.
that's already what I'm
Wow,
doing.
only half a person.
Would you like me to count them as a full
It's
person so you
more
guys
like
get
a
0
quarter
XP?
of a person, to be fair, okay?
Well, if you give us all the full amount of XP, we could level up faster, and you could throw harder hitting stuff without us exploding.
I'm gonna count them
Fairly
each as
quickly.
1/4 of a person.
Okay, at that point, you might as well just not do it. Bro, this is why people think you're a really mean
There are
DM.
12 of them.
I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
actually.
People think you're merciless. You're merciless.
I'm counting it as having 3
You're
extra
merciless
player
and mean DM.
characters, okay?
Anywho, I have to go. It's dinner time. My mom's yelling for me.
Okay. I
So
actually
I'll
heard that.
see y'all later.
It's dinner time.
Yeah, she's really loud. Walls are all
Andrew.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Thanks. People think you're like a really mean DM, bro.
Should we do a poll for this? Like an anonymous poll? Because you're the only person who said anything to me. Have people
yeah,
been
what do
saying
you
have
want
people
people-
been saying things to you?
People have been saying things when you left. Colin said, someone's like, hey, maybe, Glenn said, hey, maybe Max will be merciful today. And then Colin said, I vote the chances of Max being merciful as 0. So, you will, like, bro, you're fucking yourself over by making your players hate you.
Oof.
Aiden's told you how he feels about this. You know how
I'm
everyone
on
feels about this.
XP, man.
Hey man, I just want XP. I'm really behind.
Well,
That's true. They're really
A good
behind.
GM makes the game the players want to play, not in putting what he wants to put in.
Please, Max, give me
Oh, no.
XP.
each of you guys get
Please.
each of you guys get 50.
Thank you.
I'm not talking about XP, I'm talking about like System Shock.
It's just a bitch. I don't like it.
No one
Okay.
likes System
Ooh, I'm going to have to unplug my computer. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Wait, hold on. My internet didn't go out, did it? Hello?